The trip to the farm. It was a warm Saturday morning, and Emma and her little brother Jack were buzzing with excitement. Their parents had promised to take them to Uncle Peter's farm for the weekend. They had visited the farm once before, but it was years ago when Jack was still a baby. "Do you think we'll see baby animals?" Jack asked Emma as he stuffed his backpack with snacks and a notebook. "Maybe," Emma replied, packing her camera. "But I hope I can take a picture of a horse." Mom and Dad were busy loading the car with extra clothes, boots, and food for the road. "Hurry up, kids," Dad called from outside. "We need to leave soon if we want to have time to explore." The drive to the farm was peaceful. They passed green fields, tall trees, and small houses with gardens full of flowers. "Are we there yet?" Jack asked every few minutes, making Emma roll her eyes. Finally, they arrived at the farm. The smell of fresh grass and hay welcomed them as they stepped out of the car. Uncle Peter was waiting at the gate with a big smile and his dog, Max, wagging its tail beside him. "Welcome, everyone," Uncle Peter said. "Ready for a day full of fun?" The barn. The first stop was the barn. Inside, cows were munching on hay, their tails swishing lazily. "Wow, they're so big," Jack said, standing on his tiptoes to get a better look. "Do you know how much milk a cow gives each day?" Uncle Peter asked. Jack shook his head. "About 6 gallons," Uncle Peter said proudly. "That's a lot of milk," Emma said, snapping a photo of a cow with a black and white pattern. Uncle Peter showed them how to milk a cow. "Here, give it a try," he said to Emma. She was nervous at first but managed to fill a small bucket with milk. "It's not as hard as it looks," she said, laughing. The chicken coop. Next, Uncle Peter led them to the chicken coop. Chickens clucked and scratched the ground, searching for food. "These chickens lay eggs every morning," Uncle Peter explained. "Can I collect some?" Jack asked eagerly. "Of course. But be gentle," Uncle Peter said, handing him a basket. Jack carefully picked up a few eggs and placed them in the basket. "They're warm," he said, surprised. "That's because they were just laid," Uncle Peter said. Emma bent down to pet a hen. "Do they have names?" she asked. "Not all of them," Uncle Peter replied. "But this one is Daisy. She's the friendliest of the bunch." The sheep pasture. After the chickens, they walked to the pasture where sheep were grazing. A group of fluffy white sheep looked up as they approached. One tiny lamb stood close to its mother. "Why is the lamb so close to her?" Jack asked. "Because it feels safe with her," Uncle Peter explained. Emma took out her camera to capture the moment. Jack, inspired by the scene, sat down to sketch the lamb in his notebook. "This is my favorite part so far," he said quietly, focused on his drawing. Lunch under the oak tree. By noon, everyone was hungry. Aunt Mary had prepared a picnic under a big oak tree near the farmhouse. She brought sandwiches, fresh lemonade, and cookies. "These cookies are amazing," Jack said, taking a big bite. "They're made with honey from our bees," Aunt Mary said. As they ate, Max the dog sat nearby, hoping for crumbs. Jack tossed him a small piece of sandwich, and Max wagged his tail happily. The vegetable garden. After lunch, Uncle Peter took them to the vegetable garden. Rows of carrots, tomatoes, lettuce, and cucumbers stretched as far as the eye could see. "Can we pick some vegetables?" Emma asked. "Of course," Uncle Peter said, handing them baskets. Jack struggled to pull a carrot from the ground. "It's stuck," he said, laughing. Uncle Peter helped him, and out came the biggest carrot Jack had ever seen. "This one's for dinner," Jack declared proudly. Emma picked tomatoes, carefully choosing the reddest and ripest ones. Aunt Mary smiled. "You're both natural farmers," she said. Riding the tractor. The highlight of the day was riding Uncle Peter's tractor. "Hop on," he said, climbing into the driver's seat. Emma and Jack sat in the back, holding on tightly as the tractor rumbled to life. "This is so cool," Jack shouted as the tractor bumped along the dirt path. Uncle Peter showed them how the tractor helped plow the fields. "It's hard work, but it's worth it," he said. Saying goodbye. As the sun began to set, it was time to head home. Uncle Peter and Aunt Mary gave them a basket filled with fresh vegetables, eggs, and a jar of honey. "Thank you for coming," Uncle Peter said. "Come back anytime." On the drive home, Emma looked through the photos on her camera, and Jack flipped through his sketches. "This was the best day ever," Jack said, leaning back in his seat. "I learned so much," Emma added with a smile. The trip to the farm wasn't just fun, it was a reminder of how beautiful and rewarding life on the farm could be.
Thank you for watching. I hope this video helps you improve your English. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories and practice. See you in the next one.